Hello everyone, in this video I'm going to be showing you level 20 assault with all weapons level 10. I'm going to be ranking these weapons from worst to best, and I'm going to be telling you how to use these weapons and in what situations these weapons will work best. Okay, let's hop straight into things. As you can see, all of these 8 assault weapons are level 10, so I really did put the time into getting these guys leveled up, and it took a while, but it was very enjoyable. So coming in rank 8 for the worst of the assault weapons is the Gewehr 1.5, but this weapon is still very good, especially if you single tap, like at medium range. There's practically no recoil on this guy. Yeah, there's recoil, but like if you're single tapping someone, it's so easy to control and you can take out people so fast with this guy just by using your single tap. But a lot of people don't really even know that because a lot of people don't even know how to change their firing mode. So if you're playing on the PC, that's V. Anyway, that's not for this video. Okay, so I'm going to show you the customizations really quick here. For this guy, I am just using the basic iron sight for the Gewehr. And here, let's go ahead and equip that, and I'll show you the specializations. Okay, and then I've got quick aim, ported barrel, custom stock, and then recoil buffer for this guy. Now, like I was just saying, this guy is really great when you're single tapping it at like medium range. It's really good close range as well in auto. It's just that if you're going to go up against this gun, against like an STG or the M1907 SF, both of those guns are going to beat you out, right out. Same with the M1A1. Those guns are just solid. They're going to kick your butt if you're using this gun. Okay, we're going to move on to our 7th best weapon. I'll work my way all the way back up to number 1. Our 7th best gun, the Turner SMLE. For this one, I honestly would go with this right here. We're going to do this right now. We're going to redo this. Okay, so what you're going to want is barrel bedding, improved accuracy and aimed fire while stationary. Then you're going to want enhanced grips. Really not important for this gun. This is what you want right here. Extended magazine, so you can get 20 bullets in a magazine. You run out of bullets so fast when you're using this gun. Okay, and then you're going to want your weapon recoils less upwards, which is recoil buffer. Okay, so this guy is really good, especially if you have a 1x or the reflex sight on it. It's so easy to drop people super fast, and the rate of fire is pretty darn decent. It's 360. It's not going to be as quick as the M1A1, of course, and the recoil is not as good as the M1A1, at least your ability to control it, that is. But it does a lot of damage in a very short amount of time, and that's the main reason I upgraded the magazine size. You only have 11 bullets if you don't get that specialization for the increased magazine size. So you'll probably be able to drop 1 or 2 people, but then all of a sudden you have to reload right away if there's a third person. Or if you miss your shots, then all of a sudden number 2 person comes along and then you're dead. So you got to be a little bit careful of that. Anyways, I wouldn't go with the 3x on this weapon. In most cases, I just find the 1x to be better. 3x is okay on this guy, especially if you're on like a more medium range map. Definitely doable, but I would go with the 1x for this guy. Moving on to number 6, and that is our M1907 SF. So this gun is probably like a position number 3, or well, I'd probably go with like position number 3 on the list for how good the weapons are if you are playing strictly close range. This gun is amazing. Holy cow, is it good at close range. Even if someone has the drop on you, like if they start shooting you first, you can still take people down some of the time. I'm saying some of the time because sometimes you're just dead no matter what. But like, you still have a chance to take someone out even if they start shooting you first, just because the rate of fire is 770 for this weapon, which is ridiculous. Like, what? How is that even possible? It shoots so fast. So you got 21 bullets in a magazine? Yep, it's gone in 1 second. That's how fast this gun fires. It's ridiculous. So yeah, the damage, really not that high, but because you shoot so fast, you can crazily fast take out people. And it's probably only going to be good for about 1 person with 1 clip, because you might miss a couple shots. But you can reload pretty darn fast, and then it actually can do decently well closer to medium range as well if you turn it into single fire mode and just tap. And you'll be surprised how fast you can drop people with this gun. You just single tap really, really fast, like as fast as you can click or pull the trigger on the controller that you're using, and people will start dropping at medium range too. You just have to practice that a little bit. But yeah, I really love this gun, but because it sucks with like auto in medium range, and it's probably not as good at single tapping people at medium range as a Gewehr, I'm going to put it in position 6. That's where it's going to sit. Okay, and real quick before we hop forward here, let me just show you the specializations for this weapon. And here you go. Quick aim, extended magazine, custom stock, and lightened stock. Okay, now let's hop on to weapon number 5, which is the Gewehr 43. Once again, this is a semi-auto rifle. I'm going to have a 3-time scope on this beast, and it is really, really good. This guy's got high velocity bullets, custom stock, lightened stock, and recoil buffer. For specializations, that's what I'm using right now. This gun would be number 1, or at least number 2 on the list, if it had a bigger magazine size. 10 bullets. It is just sad. It's sad that it only has 10 bullets in a magazine. So you're starting to take someone down, and you take that person down, and all of a sudden number 2 comes along. Maybe you missed a couple shots on number 1, and then you run out of a magazine. And you have to, well, you don't even have magazines. That's the thing. You have to put in individual bullets. That's the worst part of it all. Unless, if you use all 10 bullets, then you can put in clips that have 5 bullets in a clip. And then that actually speeds up the reloading process a bit. But if you have, like, you use 7 bullets, you can put in a clip of 5, but then you still have 2 bullets left, and you have to individually put 2 more bullets in. And that's really, really slow reloading speed. And that sucks for this gun. So it's great while you're firing, especially if you're sitting back on this guy. Recoil is practically not even there. Even using a 3-time scope, it is really amazing. And the damage is so good, you can drop people so fast, but you run out of the magazine. All of a sudden, you're in this point where you can't get those kills that you were looking at getting, and people are going to be able to start running away from you, or they're going to take you out. One of those two. Moving on to number 4, and coming in number 4 is the Gewehr 15 semi-auto rifle. Now this guy beats out the Gewehr 43 just simply because of the huge magazine that it has on it, 31 bullets. Now you compare this to the Gewehr 43. Look, it's got better control. Yeah, that's awesome. Absolutely, that's great. But the damage is a little less. That little bit of damage, yeah, that's important, I would say, especially when you start to increase the distance you're killing a target from, because that's when your bullet damage really starts to drop off. So yeah, it's important, but I just love this gun. Well, another thing is it's got even more rate of fire, which is really helpful. But yeah, the ammunition, 31 bullets. I think in like one clip, taken out 4, maybe 5 people in one clip. This is like, you know, you're hitting the headshots, right? But yeah, it's just 31 bullets. You just have so much time to keep on taking multiple targets out. And if they're all just clumped together, it's just like easy peasy kills, especially if they aren't shooting at you and they're distracted by someone else. And if someone's pushing you, you just have more chances to take them out. I've got the 3-time scope on this bad boy once again, because 3 times, it's the way to go with these semi-auto rifles. Except for this Turner SMLE, I still like the reflex better on that guy. But yeah, 3-time scope all the way for the semi-auto rifles. Okay, and then let's go ahead and equip this guy, and I'm going to show you specializations I have set up for this Gewehr 15. Quick aim, lightened stock, custom stock, and recoil buffer. Coming in at number 3 is the STG 44. Okay, so this guy is coming in at number 3 just because he is so good. This gun is so good at taking down opponents' multiples. Like, so you have one guy coming at you, you get the drop on him, you take him out, all of a sudden, here comes the squad. And there's 2 or 3 more people that are coming at you. Well, you'll probably be able to take them out too if you actually hit the headshots. Just because there's 31 bullets in one magazine, it makes it amazing. Now, the damage is not any better than the M1907 SF. It's actually worse, but the big difference is it's got more accuracy and control. And then once again, that beats out the Gewehr. Once again, it's got better accuracy and more control than that gun. It does have a little bit less rate of fire than the Gewehr, but STG, because of that accuracy and control, much better in my opinion. A lot easier to control that recoil, and the damage is actually pretty decent, especially when you're firing 600 with a rate of fire at 600. Yeah, you're not even going to notice that. People drop pretty dang quick when you're using this gun. It's a beast. And like I said, the magazine size is what really does it. It makes a huge difference. And then at medium range, tapping with this guy, just put it into single fire mode and you tap people at medium range, you're going to get a lot of kills that way too, especially if you practice at it. It's going to be a lot easier than you think. And then I just use the regular iron sight on this guy. And then for specializations, I'm using quick aim, ported barrel, barrel bedding, and recoil buffer. Coming in at weapon number 2 is the M1907 Carbine. Got the 3-time stock on this guy, or scope that is on this guy once again, and recoil is non-existent on this guy. I mean, it's just simply the truth. So if you look at this, the Selbstlader, which I have in number 1, it's got better accuracy, but it has less control. And that is where this M1907 Carbine shines. The control is so good. It is ridiculous. You got your 3-time scope on, and it doesn't even feel like the gun is shooting upwards. It just stays right where it is. So small or short, medium, and even a little bit longer range, it's just like you're going to hit your target. And your rate of fire is ridiculously good. This gun is amazing close range. If you just put an iron sight on it or a reflex sight on it, it's going to be amazing. Now you put a 3-time scope on it, it's pretty dang good at closer ranges, and then really good at like closer, a little bit closer to the medium range. And then we're going to go ahead and look at our specializations for this guy. I've got recoil buffer, slings and swivels, extended magazine, and then high velocity bullets. Very, very powerful weapon. You're going to drop multiple people at once. The only downside I have for this, which is the reason why I don't have it at number 1, is the lack of damage. Now, you get to a little bit further ranges, like the medium ranges I was talking about, it's going to take you like 3 or 4 hits to drop someone. And that can be pretty dang annoying. I mean, yeah, you've got 31 bullets in a magazine, which is great, especially because of that specialization. You increase the magazine size. But the downside is, you know, 3 or 4 bullets, even if you're volleying a bunch of bullets all at once, that gives people a lot more chance to run away or fire back at you. That's why the Selbstlader comes in first. So yes, rate of fire is less. Yes, control is less, but it's very easy to control the recoil on this guy, especially if you learn the recoil pattern and learn, you know, when to shoot, wait a moment, shoot again. Once you start to learn those little intricacies of making your shot better, this guy, the Selbstlader 1916, really just does amazing. I am absolutely convinced of that. I get amazing KD ratios when I'm playing with this gun, just because one, I love it, and it's just so easy to use. And you know, sit back or defend objectives or attack objectives, you can do a whole lot of stuff with this guy. It just works all around very well. It's not going to be as good at close range as the M1907 Carbine. That's the downside. But overall, at almost all ranges, this guy is solid. The damage is the best. It is just simply the best. It's tied with the Gewehr 43, but that's what really makes this guy shine. And then you got the extra accuracy. I'm using a 3-time scope on it once again. Really easy to control the recoil. It's there barely, but very, very easy to get used to. Let's go ahead and use specializations here. High velocity bullets, recoil buffer, trigger job, and then the bipod. So yes, my favorite gun, and I don't even have any weapon skins on it at all. I guess I need to work on starting to customize that later on. But yes, this gun is so good. I really, really encourage you to try it out. And same with the Gewehr 1.5, because of the magazine being 31 bullets. Go ahead and try out that semi-auto rifle as well. Okay, that's all I'm going to cover for you in this video. It was a ton of fun playing Assault, and I'm going to keep on playing Assault, but I think I'm going to start switching over to Medic next and start leveling that up and get those guns to level 10. Let me know what you think of this video. Leave a like if you found this to be helpful or enjoyable. Subscribe for more videos. I got more Battlefield 5 coming. And if you have any questions or requests, post those in the comments section. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all in the next one.